Alright, what's up guys? I'm Uriel or Uriel, and today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to play Logic's ballad that he's been playing at his concerts for the Everybody's Tour, which is currently unreleased and untitled, but I like to call it The Times Have Changed. Others like to call it Things Will Never Be the Same, but it's the same thing. It's fairly simple, only 4 chords, so it'll be very easy for you to learn. Especially if you're a beginner, this will be really simple. So yeah, let's get right to it. Alright, so I'm going to teach you the song, I'm going to teach you the melody and the rhythm and the different variations between the songs. So this is how it goes. And that's pretty much what you do throughout the entire song. Just there's little different patterns and rhythms with how he plays it, and that's what you're going to learn today. Okay, so I'm going to be teaching you what you do in your right hand. Your right hand, these are the 3 basic chords you're going to be playing throughout the song. It's very easy. So you're going to be playing B, G, and E. And you're going to be playing like this. That's it. You're going to play 1, 2, and then play them each one time. And then the second time, you're going to do the same thing. So it's gonna, with the left hand, it's going to sound like this. I'm going to teach you the left hand soon, but first we're going to focus on the right. So, no. And then after you do that, you're going to move your thumb 1 to D and keep G and B at the same place, and you're going to do the exact same thing, exact same rhythm and melody. And then after you play that one time, you move your finger up to G flat, and then go to A, and you play, and then go back to how you were in step 1. Oh no, I'm sorry. It's you move your thumb back to how you were. So. So fairly simple. So to recap, you do B, G, and E, and then do B, G, and E again, and then move your thumb to D, and then move your fingers to G flat and A. And it's the same thing. It's the same pattern. You play it twice, 1, 2, and then you play each note 1 time, and then again. Okay. Now for your left hand, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be playing. So what I like to do is you play the octave of E and you play it twice. So you play at the same time you play with your right, and then you play it right, and then you play E again. And then when you go lower, after you play the octave of E, I like to remove my pinky and just play a single note as we go down. So you're going to be playing, the notes that you're going to be playing with your left hand are E, C, G, and G flat. That's all you're going to be playing throughout the whole song. Very simple. So with the rhythm on your left hand as you play with your right is going to be like, it's going to sound like this. So you play 2 times each note for the song until he hits that long note, and once he hits that long note, we'll get to that. But through the whole song, like oh my, oh how the times have changed, and I know why, all that, even with the part where it says things will never be the same, that you keep the whole pattern, the whole rhythm, the exact same. So you're gonna be playing your left hand at the same time. And then you play your right hand, and then you play the left hand, and then you play a single note each time, and then you go to C with your right hand still with the same 3 keys. So you play once together, and then your right hand 1 time, and then your left hand after, and then you play, and then you move your thumb to D, and you move your left hand to G. then you move your right hand to these notes that we mentioned, G flat and A, and you move your left thumb to G flat. So you play at the same time, and then you go back to the beginning. Oh, and make sure you play the octave with your left hand for the first notes, which is E on your left hand, and you play it twice. So you play at the same time, and then you play, and then you don't. I mean, you could play your octave on the C when you go down from E to C, but very lightly. But I like playing with the thumb after E. So just one hand. I mean, just one finger. I mean. So and then you play at the same time, and then you right hand one time, and then your left hand after, and then you play the single, and then you go with your right hand to keep these two fingers the same. You go down to D, and you move your left thumb to G, and then you move your left thumb to G flat, and then you move G flat and B, or an A, I mean. So all together, it's gonna sound like this. I'm gonna go slow. These three fingers, and back to square one. Alright, so now that you got that down, hopefully I explained it well. It's my first time giving a tutorial, so hopefully you were able to learn it. You will. And so now I'm going to teach you the different rhythm that is played when he holds that long note after he says say hey, and then he goes like and ho, and he holds that long note. Instead of playing like this, he begins to play like he doesn't do the single notes on the right hand anymore. He plays it 4 times each, and then goes to D, and then keeps D, and then goes to G flat and A. So that's what he does. So it sounds like this. I'll teach you the left hand in a bit. So it sounds. Oh no, it sounds. My bad. It goes like. And that's how it goes. So what you do with your right hand, fairly simple. You just play it 4 times each. So. Chords, same 3 chords throughout the whole song. That's why it's so nice to learn, because it's very easy. It's a nice song too. And with your left hand, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be playing, instead of twice, you're going to be playing 3 times. So you play at the same time, you play your right hand. So here's the E, 2 lower octaves, and you play it, and then you play your right hand one more time, a second time, and then you play the left hand right after you play the second time on your right. So, okay, so, and then you play your right hand again for a 3rd time, and then on the 4th time you play them at the same time. So it sounds like this. I'm gonna go slow. Okay. So a total of 4 plays on your right hand, and a total of 3 plays on your left hand. And then you're going to do the exact same thing when you go to C on your left hand, and you keep the 3 keys the same on your right. And so, okay, you play them at the same time, and on the 4th time you play them together. Okay, so same, you play your right hand once, and then you play left hand. After the 2nd time you play your right hand, and you play your right hand for a 3rd time, and then you play them for a 4th time together. So you do the same thing on and on. So you go, you move your right hand to D, and you go to G on your left hand, and you play. And then you go to G flat, and you move to G flat, and you move to G flat. I'm sorry about that. You move to G flat on your left hand, and you move your right hand, your index, to G flat and A, and you do the exact same thing. Okay, so all together it's gonna sound like this. Okay, so after you play your right hand 4 times and your left hand 3 times around twice, you do that twice. You do this. Okay, you're gonna go back to square one and play them once. You're not gonna be playing it more than once. Okay, and then you go to this, the same 3 chords that we've been playing the entire time. 4 keys on your left hand. This is the part where he says, even in the darkest times, like that part, like even in the darkest times, and when you get to this chord right here, your left hand on G, and then your right hand on D, G, and B, you're gonna be playing like this. Okay, so what you do, you play it once, and then you play right hand once again, then you play left hand on G one time after that, and then when you get to A, G flat, and D and G flat on your left hand, you play it like you did in the very beginning, where like you play this 4 times and then you play the single note each, and then you play your left hand twice. So it sounds like this. Okay, and then you go back to square one. Okay, and then you're gonna do this twice, but on the second time around, it sounds like this. And then you play that one time only, and then you play this like that. So you play the right hand twice when you hit this chord right here. I forgot what it's called, and D major, right? 1, 2, yeah, I think D major, and then your left hand you play on G flat. You play that. You play it twice, and then you go back to normal. Okay, so recap of the verse of even in the darkest of times sounds like this. So like even in the darkest of times, and then just remember, and then everybody falls apart sometimes. Right? And then you say sometimes again, sometimes and then this is the part where you play your right hand when he goes like and ho, and he holds that long note for a very, very long time. The whole crowd goes crazy, right? You guys remember that if you saw it live? That's where you play your right hand 4 times and your left hand 3 times. So like how I explained earlier. So and you do that twice. Actually, no, you do that the whole song, the rest of the song. That's all you're going to be doing. You're going to be playing your right hand 4 times and your left hand 3 times, and you're going to be doing that for the whole entirety of the song, for the rest of the song. After that, after he hits that when he hits that long note, and then all after that, when he hits like the yeah, and he hits that like that high note, the who, that part, you're going to be playing your right hand 4 times, your left hand 3 times, so the entire time. And when you end the song, when you get to the end, and you finally, like, you know, the song begins to die down and slow down. This is what you're gonna do. You slow down. Oh no, my bad. You don't do this. You don't do the single note. My bad. You do. You do the 4 times, and then you slow down. And on the last chord, you play them each, and then you go back to the beginning. And that's it. That's the whole song. That's it. You finished it. And you learned it. Alright, so very quick recap of what the whole song, of what we just did and learned. This is what you do in the beginning. So, right? And then when he hits that long note, and ho, because the world has changed, you play 4 times and then 3 times on your left. Okay, and you play that twice, and then you go back to normal of, and then after once you hit the verse of where he says even in the darkest of times, you play each chord once, right? And then you play this, okay, and you play it twice, and then go back to normal. going to hit sometimes like style. Okay? And then when he hits the long note, the long, very, very long note, 4 times. And then that's what you do for the rest of the song. Okay? Do that for the whole rest of the song. And then when you get to the end, you slow down. Play that each note, and you go to square one, and you finish the song. Okay. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed my tutorial of Things Will Never Be the Same, or The Times Have Changed by Logic. Thank you for your patience. I know I dragged on a lot in the whole video. This is my first tutorial, and I hope I did well enough to have you able to learn. Leave any feedback in the comments. Let me know how I can improve, and what you thought was good, and if you learned it, and if it was easy for you to learn. I'd appreciate that. I'm thinking of doing more tutorials that he's been playing that on IG livestream that I managed to learn, such as Champion and 1,000 Suns. They're not officially titled that, but I like to call them that because that's what's repeated in the chorus. So yeah, thank you for watching. Rap Pack, stay awesome. You know, always gotta rep my boy. And hope you guys are doing well, and I hope you guys continue to do awesome, and have a great day.